If you said Monstera Deliciosa, then I'm afraid you are mistaken. The plant pictured in the thumbnail to this video is actually a Monstera bossygiana. Why should you care? Well, let me explain. It's a little known fact that there are actually two types of Monstera plants you can buy that look very similar, but they differ in one key characteristic that makes one more desirable than the other in my opinion. The Monstera bossygiana, the one in the thumbnail, is far more common and you'll be able to pick it up easily in your local garden centre or big box store. I bought mine from IKEA many years ago. The Monstera Deliciosa, on the other hand, the plant that you thought you had sitting proudly in your home but probably don't, is less common and more expensive and usually only found in good garden centres or online. The key difference between the two is that the bossygiana has a limited growth habit, with leaves generally reaching a maximum of 50 centimetres or 1.5 feet. The Deliciosa, or as it's commonly referred to, the large form Monstera, has a much larger growth habit, with the leaves reaching a potential size of 1 metre or 3 feet. This means that the Monstera you purchased from IKEA will never reach the size of a large form Monstera with glorious massive leaves like the one Lee at Kill This Plant has. Don't get me wrong, it's still a large plant, but if you want a plant to rival those found in pro YouTuber videos, you'll be disappointed. If you're not sure which Monstera you have, then look at the leaves. The bossygiana will have more rounded leaves, while the Deliciosa's leaves will be more oval. The growth habit is also different, with the Deliciosa growing in a sprawling horizontal manner, whereas the bossygiana tends to grow more upright. The Deliciosa is also much slower to grow than the bossygiana, taking years to develop those massive leaves. I've also noticed that the aerial roots on a Deliciosa tends to be much more prolific than the bossygiana and has more of an unkept look. The key difference between the two though, and the primary reason you may want to fork out the extra money for a Deliciosa, is the greater number of fenestrations and perforations in the leaves in a Deliciosa. Fenestrations are the famous slits in the leaves, while perforations are the holes that develop as the plant matures and gets enough light, and is the main reason this plant is so popular. You will get more perforations on a mature Deliciosa than you would on a bossygiana. So let me know in the comments which plant you have.